Welcome to the Lokar Car Show. I'm Sam Adavi coming to you from Salem Baptist Church in McDonough, Georgia at the second annual Henry County Law Enforcement and Community Car Show, sponsored by the Georgia Sheriff's Association. Welcome to the Lokar Car Show. This is gonna be one awesome car.
And I said, it doesn't even run yet. And look at it now, it's amazing.
The Henry County Law Enforcement and Community Car Show is all about unity, bringing together different people with a wide variety of vehicles, creating a fun and diverse environment. It's people with different backgrounds coming together over a love of automobiles. Henry County Sheriff Reginald Scandrett and Shaquille O'Neal came together to create a car show that encourages people and community to engage with each other and law enforcement, bonding over classics, muscle cars, trucks, cycles, even modern exotics, breaking down barriers and opening lines of communication. Held at the historic Salem Baptist Church in McDonough, Georgia, a place with a deep history in this community where they lead by example and welcome all to their halls. I'm here with Cameron, and with me is this beautiful Maserati, and he's part of the Exotic Car Club. Tell us about your car club. What's the name of it?
No garage queens.
What does that mean?
La Lana, we drive the cars. We don't use them as a paperweight.
There you go.
So they're Lamborghinis, Ferraris, Porsches, and my car. We drive around. We go to Carolinas, Tennessee.
Now tell us about this Maserati. A lot of people don't know this is a luxury Ferrari, right?
It is. It's a Ferrari engine, V8, 454 horses, a ZF gearbox. With a paddle shifter, it is very quick. And then the body is the Italian design. This particular model is an MC Sportline, which has all carbon fiber factory
accents,
car. Yep.
right?
Interior and exterior.
What year is it?
13.
What model is this?
Maserati Gran Turismo.
Gran Turismo.
MC Sportsline.
So you guys go up to the Dragon, you go through the Carolinas to
Exactly.
Asheville, and you go out there and you have fun with your cars.
Exactly, absolutely. And the last trip, it was Chattanooga. The epic one is the one we're going next month to Asheville.
And you're the one that's going to come out and your back's not going to hurt, nothing's going to hurt, because you got luxury still as well as performance.
Absolutely. It's a cruiser. She rides like a dream. I love it. It's one of those things that I wanted.
Thank you so much for coming out.
My pleasure.
Supporting the Henry County Car Show with the Sheriff's Association. This is for a great cause. Thank you so much, Cameron.
My pleasure.
Well, Joe, looking at this, I see a 63 split window replica, right? On a C6 Corvette chassis. Tell me about the car.
Correct. It's actually a 2011 LS3 coupe with a 1963 split window wide body conversion on it.
Absolutely beautiful. You know, this is a very sought after conversion, but you have to find a shop that's going to be able to do it for you, and it looks like you got one done perfectly.
He hit it right on around the spot, man. I love it. I love it.
I love the Grand Sport brakes and the wheels on this thing.
There's nothing bad I can say about this car. The drivability. I drove it from California out here to Georgia.
Really?
Yeah.
So this was, how long have you owned the car?
2013.
Really?
Yeah, I had it built then.
How long did it take them to build it?
About 4 months. They jumped right on it. It took me about 4 months, yeah.
Man, that's the best build time I've ever heard.
I'm telling you, yep.
It's such a beautiful car, done so nice with all the inner fender wells and everything. I mean, that is the factory looking quarter panel with their design of the 63 in there. That is so nice.
Yeah. Thank you.
I bet this turns a lot of heads. I love the louvers in the hood. That looks so good, and the pop-up lights.
And this one here is signed by Peter Brock, who's the original designer of 63 split window.
Really?
He signed and dated it. That was pretty cool.
That's very cool. Man, how cool is this? A new school Cadillac CTS-V supercharged and an old school Cadillac with the Continental kit. We'll be right back with more of the Lokar Car Show, brought to you by the Georgia Sheriff's Association. The Lokar Performance pedals for your Resto Mod or your Classic. Now these are the next level up from Clayton Machine Works.
Yeah, we offer these for your Camaros, Chevelles, Novas, and with the matching throttle pedal as well. These are a cast arm, and we got that coated, and the matching pads, brake pads, e-brake pads.
Now what's this here?
In the Lokar brand, we offer billet machined brake clutch arms for Tri-5s and different applications as well. Whether you want to match the look for the Clayton for the more modern look, or you want our classic look with the Lokar parts, you can check those out at lokar.com.
And the best part I love about it is when you open that driver's side door and you're looking at the pedals and you go over to the shifter and it matches.
Yeah, and with any of our stuff, we make sure that you have all the accessories in your car that can match, from pedals to shifters, door handles, all you may need.
So if you guys want to go to the next level when it comes to the pedals inside your car, check out Clayton Machine Works from Lokar Performance. Welcome back to more from the Henry County Law Enforcement and Community Car Show. Chris, what year is your truck?
1972.
1972. That color pops. It pops from a distance. Whose idea was that color?
It was my daughter in Willie Woods.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Not bad.
I want to go with black, so.
No, dude, you went all out with that color. And the accent color of the interior with that blue.
Yes, sir.
And that is beautiful.
Thank you.
Was that your idea as well?
Oh, that was my idea. The inside was my idea.
Diamond roll in the roof as well.
Yes, sir.
It's as plush on the roof as it is on the floor.
Oh, yes, sir.
That is a nice touch on this old truck, right?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
So what have you done in the engine bay?
It has a brand new LS362 with a cage stage 2 cam.
Wow. I heard you say it hit a big lick.
It hit a big lick.
It probably makes 600 horsepower because it comes from 430 at the factory?
Maybe 650.
650?
Because of the intake and the header.
There you go, man. That is a healthy truck right here. What about the suspension and brakes? Have you upgraded them as well?
It had the wildwood brakes and upgraded suspension, up and lower control.
And you got disc brakes front and rear, of course.
Yes, sir.
Because you got to stop this beautiful
Oh, yes,
truck.
it needs a lot of power.
How long have you owned it?
10 years, sir.
10 years. Did you build it yourself with friends, or did you have someone build it for you?
I built it myself.
Build it yourself?
Yes, sir.
How long did it take you?
4 years.
Man, great job. Absolutely beautiful, Chris. I'm here with Ben, and behind me is this beautiful Camaro that he had purchased, and he's a huge supporter of the show and the church.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Tell me about the car.
She's a nice RSSS X44 car. Little upgrades, Tremec 5-speed, but a really nice car. You know, it's got a lot of billet specialty products on it, a little bit bigger motor than it came with, a little 383 stroker in it.
Right,
It's just a great driving car.
Not an engine swap car.
No.
The suspension would be original to the car.
Exactly.
Now, what about the front disc brakes? Is that original as well?
That is. You can tell it's not the Bear or the other brand. That's the original rotors.
Very nicely done. How long have you owned it?
I've owned this car about 9 months.
9 months.
Yes,
Wow.
sir. Yeah, I've done
Very
a few things
nicely
to
done.
it just to get it where she's even nicer on the road to drive, you know.
And now it's time for you to show it off.
Exactly.
And show
This is our second show of the year.
So what about the church? What do you do for the church?
I'm with the lot security and with youth association. We do a lot of involvement with the kids in our church, trying to get more kids to the church, you know. But we work with security we have a lot of functions. We had all the disciples from other churches here. We had about 175 people here about 2 weeks ago, you know. So we just kind of watch the parking lot, make sure everything's fine and dandy.
That's really
everybody's
cool,
here, you know,
that
feed
is
them
so
and stuff.
nice.
But we do a lot of stuff like that within the community.
Yes, that's really important. You know,
Boy Scout
it gets
troops
people
here.
together.
Exactly.
And it gets them knowledgeable. Get the kids involved in this sport is very important.
Exactly.
This is a beautiful, beautiful Camaro.
Thank you very much.
Ben, for bringing it out here.
You bet. Thank you,
Sam, for everything you guys do here for the
Appreciate you.
church.
So glad you came out.
Appreciate it.
Please come back
Anytime.
next year.
Absolutely will. How cool is this? This is what my truck would look like in its original form. We'll be right back with more of the Lokar Car Show, brought to you by the Georgia Sheriff's Association. Wow, Derek, talk about an eye catcher. From a huge distance, I was looking at the dish on the rear wheel thinking to myself, man, I gotta go check out this GTO.
Hey, I appreciate it, man. It's a 24 by 15, a 405 2524.
Wow, that's expensive, right?
Yep.
Man, that's a lot of work to get that wheel up under this car, and it looks so beautiful and done like factory, right? The interior as well. What year is it?
This is a 1968 GTO, true GTO.
Right.
The interior is out of a newer model GTO.
Right, I noticed that the rear seats.
Yeah.
That's a very nice job, and the front seat.
And the front seat.
Now, is the red the original interior color?
No, and actually I don't know what the original interior was on it. I bought the car unfinished, and I finished it.
When was it actually completed?
This week.
This week?
This
That's
week.
awesome,
This week. Look,
man.
today.
No kidding.
Today.
What a perfect day for you to bring it out.
15-year project.
Oh, man. Now, what about under the hood? I heard it's really fast from everyone I'm talking to. What do you got under the hood?
It's an LSA. It's about 700 horsepower.
Really?
Yeah. I went back with electric instead of the vacuum.
Right,
So everything
right.
has been upgraded.
So now it's just time for you to enjoy it and show it off to everybody at the car shows, right?
Yeah. Well, actually, I'm going to sell it. Yeah.
So you can go on to the next one?
Go on to the next one.
Yeah, and you get to let somebody else enjoy it.
Right. I think somebody will enjoy this one.
They're going to really enjoy this one. This is beautiful. I'm here with Derek and his family, and there's a very special story behind the car club that they're involved with and their son. Tell us about the car club first, Derek.
We are the car club from American Graffiti. We were established in 1948. We are called the Pharaohs. They spell it differently in the movie, but if you do your research, this is the car club that started the movie. It started out in Modesto. Our club is a charity-based club. We do children's charities, any kind of things that are based in the community. About 2 years ago, we started a chapter here in Georgia. We are now about 8 clubs deep, basically every major corner of the state, with my town actually being the mother chapter.
Every time you get a chance to go to a car show, you raise money for a cause.
Every month in downtown Auburn, we do it the 4th Saturday of every month.
Now tell me about your son and his condition.
Eli has a rare disease called Tay-Sachs disease. It is a neurological degenerative disease that affects the autonomic functions of the brain. He was diagnosed at the age of 6, and they tell us he won't live past the age of 15. He just is about to celebrate his 14th birthday.
Man, that's tough to hear. You're raising money to help cause just like your sons.
Yes.
Thank you so much. April and August in Auburn, Georgia, every year. You check them out, check out their cause, check out their club. Really cool. Thank you so much, Derek.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with more of the Lokar Car Show, sponsored by Georgia Sheriff's Association. I am here with the 2 promoters of the Henry County Law Enforcement and Community Car Show, Michael Leathers and the Henry County Sheriff, Reginald Scandrett. Tell us about this show and what it helps.
The sheriff last year wanted to get together with our community and unite people that have a lot of the same interests, cars. During our initial meeting, we decided that instead of a plaque or a trophy, you're gonna get an autographed basketball from Shaq. The show exploded.
Well, one of the reasons that we're here is to make sure we try to unite the community through challenges, quite frankly. We have some challenges between law enforcement and the community. It is responsible of us to sit down and have the tough conversations. So in order to do that, we brought everybody out from different backgrounds, different cultures, different nationalities. So if we do that, we can continue to raise levels of consciousness with understanding, and the states that we live in, the holistic purpose is to make us more united again.
Now tell us about the Georgia Sheriff's Association youth homes.
The youth homes were started almost 70 years ago with sheriffs in Georgia. They were looking for a place for children that have become abandoned, abused, neglected. They're taking out of that situation, placed in our care, and we raise them as if we were raising our own children.
Great show, great cause, huge diverse amount of people and cars here at the Salem Baptist Church in McDonough, Georgia. Make sure you guys come out next year for the 3rd annual Henry County Sheriff's and Community Car Show. Man, Kelly, looking at your car coming from a distance, I noticed the roof and the chop is done so nice on this Impala. Tell me about it.
1960 Impala 2-door hardtop. I bought the car bone stock. I just always wanted a chop and custom car. My father basically did most of them.
Beautiful work.
Thank you so much.
I love the way the roof makes the car look wider.
Yes, sir.
You know, when you look at the car next to it, that Bonneville, that's what the original roof would look like.
Yes, sir.
When you look at yours, man, they should have done them all like this, right?
I agree.
What year did you get it?
2005.
And your dad did most of the work on it, and you did the paint work.
Yes, sir.
Beautiful work, Kelly. Look at the car behind me. This is your father's.
Yes, sir.
This is a Bonneville. What year is this?
This is a 1958 Pontiac Bonneville.
Absolutely gorgeous. Now, what is done to this? Is this like a original restoration on this car?
It's got some modifications to it, but it's basically a dead stock Bonneville.
It's rare to see one at a car show, let alone a beautiful stock copy of one. This is gorgeous. What a treat, right? Seeing you two roll up, you guys look so cool rolling up together, and him parking the car as well.
Well, that's why you do it.
Yeah, family affair. You know what I mean? That's what it's about. Did you guys do them together or separate times?
Separate times. Well, we did the Impala first. This was his first car when he was a kid, was a 58 Bonneville. Yeah. Finally came across one, and then there it is.
Thank you so much for bringing both of these out here on this gorgeous day at the car show, and let us enjoy it. Jonathan, I was walking by your car and I'm like, man, that's a nice Bel Air. And then I look inside and I see the Impala badges, and I'm a little ignorant to these old cars, right? What's the difference between the two?
Well, this is actually the first year for Impala.
What year is that?
This is a 1958.
Right.
So you know you had your Tri-5s, which was 55, 56, 57, but this was the first year that GM decided to come out with the new style, which was the Chevrolet Impala.
Okay, so the Bel Air went away in 58.
Yes.
That's why they're called Tri-5s.
Yeah.
That's why it's important to come to these car show, guys, especially you youth. You're gonna learn something by talking to the guys, seeing the cars, and don't be afraid to ask those questions. Do you do all the work yourself? Or do you have a friend that helps you do it?
I wish. So I have a couple of guys that help me down in the shop. The shop is out of Conyers and in Brazelton, Georgia as well.
That's cool. You got 2 locations.
Yeah.
What's the name of the shop?
Yeah, Goodwill Customs. We do about 8 shows a year, and we take the 58 out, really just in the southeast.
It was mostly restored when you purchased it, and you just went through and did like the brakes and suspension and stuff?
Exactly. The gentleman had a 1956 Bel Air. I actually bought the 56 from him. He had the 58 Impala, which was this one, and the 59 as well. We was out in Portland, Oregon. He told the story that his wife would come down to Atlanta and then go to varsity. So I got back to Atlanta. Great guy, George, up in Portland. Took a picture of the 56 at the varsity, sent him a picture. He said, thank you. He said, come get the 58.
Man, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Car guys are so important because they really do take care of each other like that, you know?
Yes.
I'm here with Shaq here at the Henry County Community and Law Enforcement Car Show. What makes this one so special is the first place winner per Shaq gets a $5,000 reward. How nice is that?
This is the second annual car show in Henry County, hosted by Sheriff Reginald Scandrett and myself, the Director of Community Relations. You know, we live in troubled times where people are a little bit separated. We know a lot of things bring them together. Sports, music, and definitely cars. So we want everybody to bring their cars out. And as you can see, it's a beautiful day. People shaking hands, people getting to know each other. That's what the United in the United States of America has always been about.
Cars does bring everyone together. It's a family affair. We want to thank you for being a part of it, bringing yourself out and bringing the community together. That's it for us here at the second annual Henry County Law Enforcement and Community Car Show. Everything here, the proceeds go to a great cause, which is the Georgia Sheriff's Association Youth Homes. I better see you guys here next year at the 3rd annual. This place is filled with cars and great people. For me, that's a wrap.